My purpose in life is to be more at peace, to be happier, and to experience more abundance in every area of my life. So today I wanted to share with you some of my current habits that are helping me get closer to that intention today. When I had my spiritual awakening 9 years ago, something that really hit me was the fact that the person that I am now is an accumulation of the things that I constantly do, think, and say. This is why our habits have the power to completely change our lives. If right now I'm constantly filling my mind with thoughts that cause more anxiety, more fear, more problems, if my words are constantly blaming, complaining, and putting myself and others down, and if my actions are not in alignment with my goals, it is inevitable that I'm not going to be moving closer to my happiness. Which pretty much means that what we do consistently really matters and shapes us at a deep level. This is why my habits are the pillars of my life. And what I'm going to share with you are the most essential and powerful habits that I practice daily. Number 1 is meditation. Meditation is at the top of my list because it is my connection to my higher self, to God, and to the universe. Meditation grounds me daily to the energy of love, to the belief that I hold the power to change my life, and to the person that I want to be every day. When I meditate, I'm able to set the tone for the day, and I observe my mind and let go of everything that is keeping me away from my peace. I recently made an in-depth video of meditation if you're more interested in the topic. But meditation is extremely important to me because otherwise I could be guided by an egotistical idea or intention instead of an intention that actually matters to me. Meditation gives me the space to connect with my true self, to connect to my power and greater purpose. And connecting to that power really gives me the energy to go out into the world and give meaning to my life because I have a purpose that is greater than myself. My second strongest habit is self-observation. This kind of goes hand in hand with meditation, but it is something that I consistently practice from the moment that I wake up to the moment that I go to sleep. Self-observation has great power to change our lives because we are seeing ourselves subjectively like a camera lens that is constantly questioning our intentions, our actions, our thoughts, and the words that we use. I'm not even kidding when I tell you that I'm constantly observing my mind because I used to not do this and I used to identify to every single thought and every single emotion that came into my space. But really understanding that not all of my thoughts are real or true allows me to go on with my day even when I do have disturbed thoughts coming into my mind. Self-observation also allows me to become aware of how every single thing in my life affects me. I am now a lot more selective about the people that I hang out with, about the entertainment that I consume, and pretty much about every single little thing that I do in my life because everything has a cause and effect. And if something doesn't make me feel good, I don't simply brush it off as I used to do before because that is my intuition telling me that something is right for me or something is not. So self-observation is really a great tool to get to know yourself, to develop your intuitive abilities, and it really changes the way that you see yourself and the world. My third non-negotiable habit is self-growth. Almost every single day for the past 9 years, I have made it the intention to learn something new that will help me grow as a person. And sometimes I do this by reading a book, by listening to a recorded lecture, or by watching a video. Through self-observation and meditation, I am able to see what I currently need in my life, and then I find information regarding that topic. When you're learning, I think it's very important to find people that align with you, and not just to learn for the sake of learning without purpose because otherwise it's a waste of your time. You really have to be in tune with yourself and see if that information resonates with you at the time. Sometimes you will find a book at a certain time in your life and it will not make sense to you at all. And then you will revisit that same book and it'll be exactly what you need at a different stage in your life. So just be honest about what it is that you need right now in your life because your growth is for you and not to fit someone else's standards. My fourth habit is exercise. Exercise is one of those habits that I feel like I can easily skip sometimes, but I definitely do feel a lot more tension and anxiety in my body when I don't practice it. When I was younger, I used to exercise for the sole purpose of looking good, and it had this underlying tone of punishment and judgment, which was no fun at all. But thankfully, my relationship with exercise and with my body improved, and now I see exercise as a moment to honor my body. My body does so much for me, and I really like to take each movement that I do as a moment to really thank it for everything that it does for me. And this honestly has made exercising a lot more fun because my intention is a positive one. Also, our bodies do store a lot of emotional energy that we accumulate throughout the day. So it is really surprising how much I'm able to let go of when I just walk or do yoga or sometimes do a more high intensity workout depending on the day. My mind is truly a lot clearer, my emotions are a lot calmer, and I overall feel a lot better when I exercise, which is why it is an indispensable habit for me. Finally, the last habit that I want to share with you is journaling. And I think I'm going to try to do an in-depth video about this later because I do journal in different ways, and I think I want to really share with you how all of them are beneficial. But for now, I use journaling as a grounding tool to affirm who I am, what I stand for, and what I want to accomplish with my life. I also sometimes use journaling to gather my thoughts and put them into coherent sentences that I can actually understand. I also deeply believe that when I have a specific question or I'm going through a confusing time in my life, I can grab my journal and start writing, and the higher presence of what I believe to be God will come in and answer that question better than I could ever have answered it myself. So because of this, I have concluded over the years that journaling can be a great channel to the divine. The habits I have shared with you may seem simple, but I can 1000% tell you that these are the habits that have completely improved my life. If you're on a self-development journey yourself, I do recommend that you try some of these, even if it's just 5 minutes, because they can have a great impact on your life as well. And I'm curious to know what your daily habits are and if there are any that I didn't mention that have changed your life for the better. I thank you deeply for spending this time with me. I wish you a blessed rest of your day, and I hope to see you again very soon.